everybody. I'm Lisa, and this is,
Hi, I'm Sam.
and this is Agree
Or disagree.
or Agree to Disagree.
Today's topic, in keeping with the holiday spirit of Halloween coming soon, is ghosts. Are they real or are they not? We'll see who agrees, who disagrees, and who agrees to disagree.
Okay, so this is a topic. Oh, yes. Okay, so all my life, my mom talked about the man in the gray suit. Man in the gray suit, man in the gray suit, man in the gray suit. Now, when we were living in Germantown, Maryland, we had a townhouse. Well, she had a townhouse. And I was in the basement. I was renting the basement from my mom. I was paying $1,000 a month, so I don't want anybody to sit there and say, oh, you're living in the basement of your parents. No, I was paying some money. Yeah, I was paying some money. It was more to help her out than it was, for me to have a place to stay, but $1,000 a month.
Let's hear your comments down below. What kind of job did Lisa have where she was able to pay $1,000 a month in rent?
That's not that
Back then.
Yeah, that's not that bad. Anyway, yes. And I remember I was not quite asleep yet. I had just turned off the TV because I had a nice setup down there. And I heard what sounded like somebody roller skating across the, upstairs. And I was like, what in the world are they doing? And I went upstairs and I was like, Mom, there was nobody there. Nobody. And so I was like, okay. All right. I went and checked. Everybody was in their beds. Everybody was sleeping. So, all right. I went back downstairs. And then I heard it again. And I was like, I am not going up there. Then I heard creaking on the stairs like somebody was coming down. I covered up my head, said, the hell with it. I don't care who it is. I don't want to know. If it was a man in the gray suit, I don't want to know. Well, when she bought the house in Missouri, her famous words, which I wanted to throw something at her, was, any ghosts that are here, you're more than welcome to come with us. And I was like, Mom, no! So, of course, they followed. So now, I'm moving into a house with my mom, my sister. You all know how I feel about that sister. And it's like, now I got both of them because she had a ghost. Some of you don't know. I went to go babysit for her, and I don't know where she went, but me and the kids were sitting there watching TV. All of a sudden, the child's xylophone, that when you pick up the little mallet and you beat on the things and it makes noises, it just started doop-doop-dooping by itself. I looked over and I said, is that one of those automatic things? And they said, no, it does that every once in a while. And I was like, come on, everybody, let's go get some ice cream. We're out of here. And then another time when I was at my sister's house, there was this loud banging going on. And I was like, who's downstairs? And she said, nobody. It's just a ghost. The ghost gets upset, starts banging doors. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to leave now. Nice knowing you. I'm never coming back to visit you again. So when we moved into the Missouri house together, I had her ghosts and I had her ghosts. And I was like, y'all just leave me alone. I don't have ghosts. Well, I was upstairs. It was really hot. Everybody else was downstairs. I was upstairs and I was talking crap about ghosts. Well, I had breakfast tables sitting here. They were on level ground. They were in their container, so it wasn't like it could blow over, and it fell over and almost hit me in the head. And I was like, look here, assholes. That ain't gonna fly. You get out of my room, you're not welcome in my room. And I would hear walking around up in the attic. I'm on the phone. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm role playing because y'all know I had my game. And I'm hearing footsteps upstairs in the attic. Hell no, I didn't go to see what it was. I knew what it was. I didn't want to know. They already knew they weren't allowed in my room. I could smell, at one time I smelled this cherry blend tobacco and this cheap women's perfume. And I was like, what is that? I said, all right, out of my room. Out. You are not allowed in my room. You go in any other room in this house, but you stay out of my room. And the smell went away. So, yeah, I definitely do think that there are ghosts because I have lived with them. I know they exist. There was one time my sister said she had scratches on her body and she was like, I don't understand this. And I went and I said, look, I said, why don't you pick on somebody who will fight you back? Leave her alone. Yes, this is the one that I don't like, but I'm still a protector. Well, I tell you, for a week straight, when I went to sleep, I barely woke up. And I felt something lay beside me, and I felt a hand come around like this, and I was like, there's nobody back there. But I still felt it. I said, you can snuggle all you want, but don't do that crazy shit you do with her, because I don't want none of that. After a week, I said, you know what? Go back to her. She misses you. And I didn't have any more issues after that. So yes, I totally believe. Now, I don't know if she had a demon or ghosts, but last time I heard ghosts don't have sex with people. That's the netherworld. So anyway, that's my story.
Cherry tobacco and perfume, eh?
Yes.
At some point, that was a whorehouse.
Could be, because it looked like Tara. It was a huge mini mansion.
I've seen it.
Yeah, you've seen it?
At some point, it was on a corner lot.
Yeah.
They put them there. At some point, that was probably a whorehouse.
Ooh.
And you were probably smelling residual effects.
Could be.
Now,
But I kicked him out.
do I believe in ghosts? First, we have to define ghost. If you want to define ghost as a surviving personality, no, I don't. If you want to define ghost as simply a mindless, directionless power, I can get with that. My outlook on it, and remember, we talked about time. My thing on it is that there are some places where time intersects. And those people who see ghosts, now you never said you actually saw one. You felt them, you heard them, you smelled, but you visually never saw one.
Never saw one.
By.
No.
My take on that is that there are intersections of time that once in a while cross. And the house we live in, for example, was built in 1958.
Happy days.
Okay, I'm sure the neighborhood didn't look like this in 1958. But the house was here. It was built. Had somebody passed away in it, we might see what would be an intersection of time somewhere. Like if you were to suddenly look out the hallway and see this woman in 1950s garb with a kitchen apron on and shoes and the whole nine yards just go floating away and zip into that wall, that would be where a time intersected. And what you were seeing was a scene, as distorted as it would be, from 1960, 61, 62.
I'd be like, Sam, the ghost tried to get the rifles.
However, a lot of people have said they've seen apparitions. Okay, not just heard, not just smelled, not just felt.
Yeah.
Actually seen with their own eyes.
I've never seen any.
Apparitions. I have never seen any either, and I've never felt, smelled, or any of that stuff.
You're lucky.
Okay, maybe I'm just insensitive. It's possible that people are more sensitive to that than other people.
Maybe that's why you couldn't hear all those I was like, did you hear that? You're like, no.
I don't hear those things.
It's like if you're tapping in my room at night.
So it's like, I don't know. But do I believe in a surviving personality? Not really.
So you don't believe in ghosts?
I don't believe
the movie
in
Ghost.
No, I don't. I don't believe that ghosts. Now, do I believe that some people have lived such a bad life that when they die, just before they die, they realize that they have unfinished business here? That's a possibility.
What about 13 Ghosts? Do you believe that one?
No, that's a good movie.
That was a really good
That's
movie.
a good movie.
Scary, but good movie.
No mind. And ghosts, the supernatural, things like that, they give authors tremendous amounts of material to work with. Okay. They just do. I mean, I've got one going. You've got something going that
With ghosts?
has not with ghosts, but
That's
with supernatural, the
Karma.
afterlife,
Let's talk about karma.
if you will. It's difficult for me to discuss this without getting into religion, and I'm not going to because that's going to be a subject all by itself somewhere down the line.
Maybe.
And this video would be hours long. And no, maybe.
Lifeboat? Don't be poking holes in the lifeboat?
No.
You've had
I'm
nothing
allowed
but
to give
good
my
karma?
opinion.
Yes, that's true.
I am allowed to give my opinion.
But remember,
I will not. I do not say, and you don't either, which is good for this program. We don't say this is how it is, and if you don't believe it, you're fucking nuts.
Nope, you never said that.
We don't do that. Okay, you believe what you believe, and we're good.
Yep.
Okay, we're cool. Don't push it on me. I won't push mine on you. And that goes for anything. You know, if you identify as a 4-year-old Pekingese who walks down the street with its owner, go for it, dude, or dudette.
Just stay away from me.
Just, yeah, don't try to tell me that you're a Pekingese and come into my yard and poop. Because you won't be cleaning up.
Or I'm gonna throw your ass in a cage.
And call the pound. How'd you like that, little pound? Sit there with the rest of the
Maybe.
dogs.
I might have to leave you in there and throw you some raw burgers or something.
We're gonna have to do one on animals, pets, at some point. I mean, we both agree that we love them.
Yeah.
I can't have them.
Yeah.
However, I give you a tremendous amount of credit for not trying to force the issue.
Of pets?
Like someone else I know did.
Yeah, but you're highly allergic. That would be...
And someone else I know also knew that fact.
And they still demanded to have pets? That's rude. Are they liberals?
When, in Florida, when
Were they liberals?
Suzanne brought the dog in.
You don't answer my question.
I have no idea. I don't know what her I didn't ever saw her go vote.
No, but you can tell. You can tell. Does she always think about herself?
No, she was a lot like you in the regard that she would lay down on a grenade to protect anybody else.
Then why was it okay for her to get a dog knowing you were highly allergic?
Personally, I think it was her way to...
In the relationship?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Scoop me. Unfortunately, it didn't end well. She probably thought, well, he'll just say, I can't live here anymore. I'm sorry. This is killing me. I can't live with it. And she would say, well, I'm not going to change that because I want them, we're just going to have to call it quits. But it didn't work that way. Poor dog.
Yeah. But yeah, we could do one about that.
Yeah, we could do one about that. Although I've already said my piece on it, so I don't know.
Kind of.
You see that? Thou may ingest a satchel of Richards. I wear that to the store and people go, huh?
What does that mean?
I don't understand. Good.
Whereas mine's easy. Suck it up,
You
Buttercup.
suck it up, Buttercup. Anyway, so that's what we feel. She believes in ghosts. in the, what's the word I'm looking for? Come on, thesaurus. In the traditional explanation of ghost. I don't buy that.
So you don't think, have you ever watched The Taps?
I watched those shows.
I mean, there was one that really freaked me out because he was sitting in the chair the whole time and he was like, yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. And he left. And as soon as he left, the chair went. It's like, whoa.
Any dime store magician can do the same thing.
They're not like that.
I don't know. What is their goal? Their goal is to keep the show going.
No, usually they sit there and say, yeah, I'm sorry, there is no paranormal activity in here. You know, the thing that you said, we can always, we find a reason for it. You know, it was your radiator that was making a bunch of noise. And because you had such and such on there, it was woo. And so, yeah, we didn't have anything there.
There's a place in Kirtland, Ohio, right down 306. It's called Gravity Hill. A lot of places have this.
I was going to say, it sounds like one in Maryland.
Yeah, a lot of places have this. You drive your car down to the bottom of the hill. There's a stop sign down there and a cross path. It's out in the boonies. There's really not a lot of traffic. You put your car in neutral and you will slowly go all the way back up what seems to be up the hill. It's just the way the land is put together there. It's an optical illusion. It looks like it's going downhill. You look like you're driving downhill. If you get going about 20 miles an hour downhill, let off the gas, you'll come to a stop and start going backwards before you ever get to that stop sign down the bottom. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, there was a place like that in Maryland. They always said if you go to this one place, it was in a tunnel, and you stop, they will push you back out.
Right. Just like Knott's Berry Farm.
I don't know if that
Knott's Berry Farm is one of the most famous ones that looks like you're going downhill, but you're not. You're actually going uphill. Just the way the land is put together.
That could be, I guess.
All these things, I'm going to be the first to say, I don't know. I have no facts. No extrapolation of fact.
Guesstimates,
Yeah.
at best.
At best. At best. Do I believe that certain people are sensitive to different things? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Many things. Certain people are very sensitive to certain sounds, certain aromas. They can smell them, and most of us can't.
It's my alien DNA. I can smell it when he's got, like, the door can be shut. He can come in with French fries and I smell it.
That's why I can't get away with any. Can't sneak into my room with hamburgers and fries. Can't do it. I don't eat in my room anyway, unless I'm sick.
You didn't even eat in your room when you were sick.
No, I just... Yeah. It's ingrained in me. You don't eat in your room.
Whereas it's ingrained in me to eat in here.
No. You eat in one of two places. You eat in the kitchen, or you eat in the family room.
Yeah.
Your snacks.
Nope.
You don't eat dinner in the family room. Mm-mm.
Well, you have to remember one thing, though. Your office is where you normally eat. This is my office.
Well, yeah.
And that is my office.
That's why we don't have a dining room table.
So that's why I eat in my bedroom, because this is my personal office and that's my business
People
office.
come into the house. I mean, we've only had one guest, really, in all the time we've been here.
Who?
Mary.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the first things that she noticed was there was no dining room table. And the look on her face was like, oh, you know, everybody has a dining room table. No, we don't eat in the kitchen. We prepare our meals in the kitchen, but we don't eat in the kitchen.
And then we scatter. He goes to
We
his
scatter.
desk, I go to mine.
Yeah, it's just, it's the way I do it. And it's just the way it's been. Now, I grew up in a family that you ate dinner, breakfast, and lunch in the kitchen,
Same.
in the dining room.
Same.
You did. At while you're watching TV, a snack, maybe a glass of pop. I didn't get that, but a snack, fine. But you didn't, fix your plate for dinner and take it out and go watch the news or Merv Griffin or whatever was on at the time. You didn't do that. That just wasn't done.
Not on that furniture, that expensive furniture and all that. No, you're lucky you got to sit on it.
Once a year.
You got to sit on it once a year?
Once a year that furniture was used. Christmas Eve.
Wow.
That was it. That living room probably got sat in 35 times in all the time they lived there since 1969.
Oh my God.
That's why it was never dirty. That's why the house wasn't dirty. You didn't come in the front door. Came in through the garage, except on Christmas Eve. Then you could come in the front door. Any other time you came over to visit, you came into the garage. And you came in the back room. And your shoes came off your feet.
That explains why when Jeannie came over, she went through the garage.
Mm-hmm. It was habit. Nobody went to the front door. If you didn't have a garage door opener, you'd ring the bell, and one of us would open the garage door, and then you would come in. If you rang the bell and rang the bell and rang the bell, and the garage didn't go up, then we weren't home, and you would just leave a note. That's just the way it was.
So you don't believe in Amityville Horror?
I don't believe in surviving personalities.
Oh wait, Amityville Horror was demons.
Yes, Amityville Horror was demons. That's a different story.
That's a different topic.
That's a different topic. Right. The whole possession kind of thing and demons. And that's different than just, a ghost of Mom's Maybelline flying down the hallway.
True.
Because that's where she lived.
All right. Well.
That's it for this one. This one was short and sweet.
Short.
Short.
Short would be under 10.
Well, shorter than usual. Shorter than usual.
We're trying to cut them down.
Yeah.
People have very small attention spans.
Yeah. And if you have complaints, follow the instructions.
If you have any comments, any questions, put them in the comments. Yeah.
Offer some topics. We were going to do one tonight, but the lovely, fantabulous, wonderful, most great Lisa sort of put a nix on that.
What were we going to do?
Nah, religion.
Oh, yeah. Nope, don't want to ruin our good karma.
Don't ruin our good karma. We have free will. It's in the kit.
Well, yes and no.
Yeah. That's a whole different topic, free will.
The little voice in my head does not allow me free will. It tells me to do things, and I got to do it. Period. End of discussion.
I'm talking about free will from the little voice in your head.
Oh, trust me. You don't listen to the little voice in your head, you get a headache. I don't want to go to work with a headache. One more day. But anyway.
Tomorrow's Friday.
I know.
Guess what? We went out and got the Christmas tree last night. Got the Christmas tree.
It's not put up yet.
No, I'm not going to put it up. I think that is pushing it a little bit too much. I'm not going to put it up. I would like to open it and look at the instructions.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that because it's a pre-lit tree that snaps together in 3 sections. I'm keep my fingers crossed that all the lights work so that by the time I do put it up the day after Thanksgiving, everything works. Because if it doesn't, I don't know if we're going to be able to take it back. Because it'll be past its 30 days.
I think it's going to work.
I think it'll work too. It'll look very nice, but I'm hoping.
As long as you don't talk about, religion the way you were going to, it'll work. Missy,
you don't buy religion either. by organized religion.
No, churches and all that. No, you don't have to have a
No,
middleman
you-
to speak to God.
No.
I do not have a middleman. I speak to him every night.
Anyway, we got a Christmas tree. We got some nice ornaments because we don't have any. I do have 2 boxes out there in the garage. This weekend's supposed to be really nice. In the 70s, sunny. I'll have the doors open because I've already covered the air conditioner, so I can't turn it on.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you don't have to worry about that.
That's true.
But I will have the windows open and stuff like that. And I'll go through what little bit of those boxes and see if there's anything that I want to bring in here. I don't think so, because a lot of it's old-fashioned. I do know that one hanging Santa that I have hanging up there right now is probably going to come in. And we do have the other stuff over there. And, I mean, I could put the tree up. The first year we were here, we decorated with the little tree that Mom had, and we left it up all year.
We did.
People came in here and deliveries or anything like that, and they didn't ask. They were very polite.
Yeah.
But you could see, they looked.
Tyler
Like,
from Culligan.
Yeah. No,
You'd always like,
Christmas stuff up, but we just didn't take it down.
that's okay. What about the couch crew? They walk in and see the couch crew all the time too.
That is readily explainable.
Grandchildren?
Grandchildren. Got them sitting there for when the grandchildren are playing. Everybody just goes, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Little do they know, the couch crew are our children. Well, I'll take a picture of the couch crew at some point. Let everybody know what we're talking about. We will take a picture, maybe even video, of the Christmas tree one. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe even some video.
Yeah, I have to video it and splice it in. We'll put it in with our Christmas video.
Christmas tree, Christmas tree. You're
Told
too tall for the living room.
I told you, he's been singing or he's been listening to Christmas music since July.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. I can't put an angel on top of you because your branch is going like this and it's hitting the ceiling and I'm getting pissed. Oh, Christmas tree. Anyway, I can't sing, so I don't even know why I tried.
You sound fine, I told you.
Let's discuss yawning in the middle of the video
Couldn't help it. It's
and how
out.
contagious it actually is.
How many of y'all yawned since I did? Put a comment down and let us know. Say, I yawned.
I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it with everything I got to not do it.
And when you hear the word yawn,
Well,
It makes you wanna-
that doesn't. But when I hear the word yawn, or I see even an animal, when I see a dog or a cat, I yawn. I don't know if that's built into us that way or what.
you just did it.
I didn't yawn.
I know, but it looked like a yawn.
I was acting. You like my acting ability?
Okay, so before he puts me to sleep with these yawns,
All right, we're done with this one.
we are going to. I don't know what that would be. It's not really agree to disagree. It's not disagree. We're both kind of agreeing.
On the subject of ghosts in the conventional form, agree.
Yeah, I
You
agree. I agree.
I disagree. Okay. We agree to disagree on this because I disagree and she agrees. I don't buy it, she does. I have other explanations for that kind of thing. Whether my explanation, I may be talking out my ass. Who knows? We may be talking about out our ass on everything. Well, we don't know. One and one is two. Truth or fiction?
True.
Is it?
It's 2 items.
No, but 1 plus 1.
It's 2.
However, maybe not in someone else's view.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, that's our video for tonight.
Uno y uno pero dos. If I said that to you, you wouldn't know what I was talking about. Huh?
You said one and one
I
is
pointed
two.
this, but if I just walked down the hall and said that to you, you'd go, huh?
No, because I know a little bit of Spanish.
Si no cuentos los también.
I said a little bit.
By the way, for those who speak Spanish, I apologize. That means nothing. It is complete and utter babble. Using just some Spanish words thrown together. Go ahead. Put it in Google search and see what comes up. It'll ask you what the hell you're chewing.
It'll talk about the movie. What was that movie that he was in?
Who?
Bedazzled.
Huh?
Bedazzled?
What?
Bejeweled. Bedazzled.
Huh?
Bedazzled. Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
He was in the movie and that's what he did. He was talking Spanish and he did that exact phrase. So if you put it in, it's going to bring up bedazzled.
But I won't.
I bet it will.
I bet I won't.
Anyway,
We're done for tonight.
yes. So until
Peace
next
out.
time, agree
Disagree?
or agree to disagree and move on. Bye.
Bye.